Good morning, 5:25. Little Bentley boy is up. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Good boy. And there's little Pippin. Yes, they are. That's your good morning wake-up team. So I usually make the bed. And then over here in this corner, behind the curtain, there's a switch, and I turn on the outside lights. So all of the outside lights turn on. And then say good morning. And then this is a day in the life, okay? I close this window just because I like it. Cool air at night. We like the cool air at night. And then I open the door for our little friends because it's time for breakfast. Actually, pee-pee poo-poo time first. We'll go experience that next. Ready? Here we go. And then in the morning, right below that window, still in the bedroom, we set the temperature down to 72 for some cold air right before we go to bed, cooler air. Then I'll move it back up to, this is cooling, to about 75 for the day, so that if it gets above that, it cools. You can do it a different way, but that's the way I usually do it in the morning. Move it back up to 75. Okay, and here we are, the first walk of the morning. Pee-pee poo-poo time. Rebecca's got her special leash. There are two options, the purple one I use, and then this one puts around her
It's just easier
body.
to manage two leashes for me.
Yeah, and she's got her light on. Okay, guys.
Let's go. Scan the area for critters.
Scan the area for critters, okay. Yes. So we walk down beside the pond here. It's dark outside. She walks down this path here toward the grassy area for a stop. Good boy.
Sometimes they like to eat grass, so just kind of pull on the leaf a little bit and kind of know.
So she says sometimes they like to eat grass. Pull on the leash a little bit and say no.
Nope.
Nope. There's Bentley eating a little grass.
I think it's just because their stomach may be empty and they're a little upset. So we don't have...
Good girl, Pips.
She cleans herself a little bit, so we let her do that. But then that's enough. That's enough. Come on. Come on. Let me stop eating grass. No. And she'll want to go back and check it out.
Yeah, she'll want to go back and lick her own pee-pee. And we say, no, no, don't do that.
And this is her special grass she likes to eat, but we're not going to let her. Come on. Come on, girl. Come on. Oh, she's not doing it. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Stop eating grass.
Okay, Pips.
Stop eating grass.
So then she heads back up the steps here to the pond. And then she just circles around. I'm not going to follow her yet. Circles around.
It's her poo-poo spot.
Yeah, poo-poo spot's right around there on the other side of the pond. I'm going to leave them to their privacy. Did we have success?
Success.
Poo-poo all around?
Poo-poo all around.
Woohoo! Okay, so that's the first morning walk. Takes about 5 minutes. Okay, so it's about time for breakfast. Anytime between now and a little after 6. Yeah, around 6 basically is breakfast time. And so these guys are ready. Did they have their nice poo-poo pee-pees outside? Both of them?
Yes.
Say yes.
Yes.
Okay, both of them. So we keep, this is one of the little breakfast station here. So this is Pippi's bowl. Yep. Mm-hmm. We'll come back here in a minute. We're gonna follow Rebecca. Okay, let's go. So we all follow Rebecca. That's Mr. Bentley's bowl. Make little squeaky sounds. Watch your leg here as you walk in here.
Be sure to put this on here because it has stickies and it sticks everything.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so if you notice that if Bentley's itching, you'll get some of his Apoquel, which is allergy pill. You just give him a little half a tablet. Like that.
Just breaks that in half, puts half back.
It's on an as needed, but I've noticed that he needs it almost every day.
Okay.
And then what I'll do is I'll grab a few little kibbles, create like a little sandwich with the pill, and then I will give him each, and that's how he takes his pill. And you need to make sure that he doesn't drop it because sometimes he will. And then I'll give him one just to keep it down.
Okay.
So from Miss Pippin, she gets about a smaller scoop, maybe something like that. Kind of eyeball it to see how it looks on her bowl. And Bentley, he gets a bigger scoop. I kind of put my hand over it like that, and then I just spread it over the in that section is of his bowl. And then they kind of get excited, so she'll start chasing him. Okay, let's go. Okay. Grab a tablespoon because that's what I used to measure out the rice. And she gets a little bit of water. See, she chases me, but that's okay. She gets a little bit of water like that. I would say roughly 3 tablespoons maybe. And then in this little guy cup, I put a little bit of water just to give it a little bit of water in there. And I'll explain that when I get to it. What? And be sure to set his bowl on this cutting board plastic because it doesn't stick. Otherwise, it'll stick.
If you put it on the counter, it'll stick and it'll be held
Instantly.
to get off. Everything will.
So here's where we.
This is a refrigerator here. This drawer.
Where we that is the rice.
White rice. We cook it every few days.
You're okay.
Yes, good girl. Good girl. Okay.
They each get 2 tablespoons.
2.
2 tablespoons, like that. And this is Bentley's. And Bentley gets a little bit bigger tablespoons. And then in the mornings, they each get a half a teaspoon of the psilocybin.
Okay, guys. Okay.
No, that's okay.
Okay. Okay.
Just level it out. One for her, and one for him, and I put it in the rice. Mix it up because otherwise it gets in there mustache and stuff. So the water helps mix up the powder so it doesn't get stuck to their fur. And then I just lay it on this section here. You're a good boy. Okay, and then over here, I'll rinse it out. Put it there. Okay, good girl. So Miss Pippin, she gets fed out here.
Hey, down.
No,
Bentley.
He's showing us joy.
It's Joy.
He does that three times.
Okay.
Okay, wait. And then you wait till he stares at you in his eyes. Release.
Okay. Well done.
Clean their water bowl
Clean the water bowl. Okay, good.
and get fresh water.
Some fresh water.
That's it.
And just so it's clear for you guys, fresh water, good clean drinking water is out of this left spigot here. The other water is quite drinkable, but this is filtered osmosis, blah, blah, blah. So it's better drinking water for them and for you, and for coffee too.
Yeah.
Okay, that concludes our breakfast routine. Okay, so the first actual walk of the day begins right around 7 a.m. And what I do is set out the leashes. That's Pippi's leash and vest, and there's Bentley's at the back door. Go ahead. Okay, so it's a little after 7. I pick Pippi up in my right arm underneath and hold her because she gets VIP concierge service and gets carried the first 50 feet or so. It's just the way it is. And then I take Mr. B here, Bentley, and we say, Bentley, wait. Release. And we're off. And we walk out the driveway and up to the left. Pippi's in my arms. Good boy, Bentley boy. And we walk up Rock Bridge. Come on, guys. And up here at this little triangle, we head left toward the carriage house, one of the original structures from the McCormick estate, the stone house. And we head up the little hill past this mailbox. This is good pee-pee poo-poo territory over here to the left. They usually hit it on the way back, but we pause in case they're interested on the way. Yes, and we pause for good reason. At the top of the rise here, we wind around to the left. Pippi's done her business, but Mr. B, I suspect, has something for us. So we head down around the back side of the carriage house, past this little drive, up Rock Bridge, and we go for their other favorite spot down here. Past these two little doors, Rock Bridge, this is the other spot, which we encourage. And this is our turnaround point as well. Bentley, go poo-poo. I think he likes to hear me encourage him. Pippi's just along for the ride now. Okay, friend. There we go. Okay, mission accomplished. So even though they both went pee-pee and poo-poo this morning at before 6, 5:45 or 5:50 or whatever it was, here we are out a little after 7, and they're going for their second round. So that's their routine. And I do a twofer in one bag, but you guys could use 2 bags or whatever your pleasure. Gotta keep your eye on Bentley because he will sometimes eat an acorn or an olive. And so we want to say, Bentley, leave it. And if he gets one in his mouth, approach him and take it out of his mouth if you can get it. Okay, guys, let's go. Pippi. Good boy, good girl. Nice work today. Nice work. Even a special day. A 3 for today. Those are rare. I don't think you'll experience that. And here we're headed back, and we're going to go down and back through the kitchen door. There it is. Okay, good boy. Back down. Sometimes there are a lot of good smells along the way. Coyotes, other dogs, bobcats. Come on, guys. Good boy, good girl. Heading back home. Let's go. And we usually park our bags here and then get them a little later. So there we are. Nice work, guys. Excellent job today. Okay, good boy, good girl. Success. The walk took only about maybe 15 minutes, but it's now 7:30, and Rebecca's making a little motion, a brush your teeth motion, and let's follow Rebecca and see what.
Brush your teeth?
Every other day, right, Rebecca? Every other day. So after breakfast, every other day.
I give one whole one every other day, and then a half one in between the day.
Oh,
so every
really?
day they get one, but it's either a whole one or a half one.
Goodness.
So today is a whole one.
I didn't used to do that. I used to do just every other day.
No, I know, but it's better for their teeth.
So these are brush your teeth treats. Rebecca definitely knows how to do the snacks and treats.
So I give her hers first. Sit, good girl, easy. And she'll go off and she'll run over there and she'll eat it separately. And I give her time enough to eat it because he eats his quickly. So, then. Easy. High five. Easy. High five. Good boy. And then what I do is I will stand in between and I will wait until she's finished with hers, and then I'll release him. So when he's done, he'll wait until the signal of release, and then he'll go try to figure out if she left him any crumbs.
And that's brush your teeth.
Let's brush your teeth.
Thank you. Okay, 10:26 a.m. We're heading out a little bit earlier, although this is usual, sometimes 11. It's warm outside, so we want to get an early start for our bigger walk of the day. Here we go. And we start again at the back door with everything arranged, and Mr. Pace around gets ready. And Pippi gets a special treatment as usual. You guys don't need to carry her.
Yes, you do. You need to carry her like a football. She really likes to be carried like a football.
She does.
Yes, she does. Just for some.
Okay. Bentley, wait. Release. And to the left again, to the left. This way. This way. Okay, and we're going to head up the same way we did this morning. But up at that triangle, we're going to take a right-hand turn. So here we are up at that little intersection. We're taking a right-hand turn onto, I think this is called Meadow Lane, right here. Over the bridge into the intersection. And here we go left out to gate 3. This walk we call the gate 3 to gate 4 walk, which is pretty self-explanatory. And out gate 3, we take a left-hand turn on Riven Rock Road. And by the way, you really don't need to carry Pippi. She'll be fine walking. Sometimes she might need a little pull to get started, but that's it. And we're walking up Riven Rock. Come on, guys. And we continue up Riven Rock up to the top of the little hill here. Pass all these cars parking. They're parking for the Hot Springs Trail up to the top here. Yes. And up at the top here, that's Hot Springs Trailhead over there. We take a left-hand turn on East Mountain Road. Crisscross. And we head down the hill a ways to gate 4. And Mr. Bentley likes the grass here quite a bit. So we always make a point of walking around here. We're heading down East Mountain. They're pretty good around traffic, but be extra careful. They're not that good. This is a good poo spot right here, overlooking this construction. Anyway, continuing down, heading west on East Mountain. And here we are, East Mountain, taking a left now into gate 4. So this is gate 4, back into beautiful Riven Rock. Okay, little boy. And we're continuing down, this is Rock Bridge, again, through gate 4 and down Rock Bridge. So here we are passing the area just above, just right connected to the spot we stopped at this morning, their favorite poo spot at the end of our morning walk. And there's Pippi doing number 2, but for the 4th time. We had one at 5:30 this morning and then 2 at 7. I called it a 3-fer, but I didn't show you. Whoop, a little bit of dangling chads there. Oh, nice work, Rebecca. Nice work. Anyway, that's a lot for Pippi for today. That's probably her limit. Okay. Yes. Exciting.
When she needs a little help.
Yes. And here we are approaching the carriage house again from the backside. This is where we were this morning. So retracing our steps at the end here of our gate 3, gate 4 walk. And here we are coming around the bottom of that little hill and to the left. Carriage house is right there. And that was the way we went. So big loop up Rock Bridge and then right at the intersection and come back around on the other side. And around and back down to our house. Bentley is hunting for lizards, I think. Come on, good boy. Let's go. Good girl, Pippi. Good boy. And we're back home after our second morning walk. Okay. Good work. And the time is 10:49, so, doesn't take long at all. We're headed out on the Royals Walk now. This way, down the driveway. This is our afternoon 2:30 or so, short walk. Down the driveway, and we're gonna head around to the right here. Across this bridge. Here we are, going around to the right, down Garden Lane, Rock Bridge, and then Garden Lane. Continuing down Garden. Gotta watch all the little olives here. Bentley likes to eat them sometimes. And we just continue down Garden here. Beautiful little road here, hardly ever any traffic. Mr. Bentley pulls a bit, often does his lizard hunting along here, so just FYI. Garden Lane is basically U-shaped, so we're down here at the bottom of the U. Come on, little friend. And here we are at the sort of the bottom right-hand side of the U, moving up Garden. Come on, little friend. Come on. We're continuing up Garden. And then we're coming up to the intersection of Rock Bridge and Garden. There's this big triangle island here. Camera there, and we go left. And we get back onto Rock Bridge. And we're going along Rock Bridge, heading back home on our Royals Walk, past 750 here. So here we are continuing on Rock Bridge. We had made that turn before, so it's just a loop around Garden and then back. We're retracing our steps. Good boy. Sometimes Mr. Bentley wants to get up on the wall right here as we're going along back home at the end of the Royals Walk, so I let him have a little view. And we're back home. Okay, guys. Come on, Bentley. Okay, it's almost dinner time. We're setting up. That's Pippi's plate. And she put a little bit of water in there. Okay, let's follow the leader. Bentley, are you interested? Mm-hmm. Dinner time. Here we are to the food station. Okay, it looks like it's kibble and rice again. So that was one little scoop for Pippi. And one larger scoop. And that's a lot.
They get about a half a cup each meal, so
Okay.
it's eyeballing.
Okay. Pippi is hiding. We'll show you. A little bit of water in Pippi's though, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay. There we go.
Just enough to make a little soup. So for this one, we'll give them the half a teaspoon of the psilocybin, the fiber, but also they get omega-3 only once a day, so I give it to them in the evening.
One each. You cut that up and spread it on top. We'll see.
Yes.
White rice.
So this one, they show up in little gels. So what you do is you will take them and grab the little scissor, food scissor here, and just slightly puncture it so that you can just squeeze it on top. And each one of them gets one of these. Puncture and then just squeeze on top. And they flatten up. I just kind of like wipe off the residual. And throw the little empty capsules away. Rinse off the oil that's on your hands.
Isn't this exciting? Okay.
And then they're gonna
One little teaspoon.
half a teaspoon. Level.
One level teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon. One level, half a teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon, pardon me.
Half a teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon. Okay. Okay, Bentley. Okay, we hear you.
Who likes to sing? I know. And just kind of mix it up so.
Yum. Tasty. Okay.
And just kind of like.
Same as
spread
breakfast.
it. Yeah.
Really, just the same as breakfast, except
The
one of those. Okay.
fish.
Okay.
Yes, boy.
Okay.
So we'll give Bentley his first.
Bentley gets his
We'll do
first.
three. Yes. Okay. Ready? Please. And then we go give Miss Pippin her room service.
Pippi gets room service tonight. Sometimes she hides and she requires room service. Tonight is one of those nights.
Usually in the evening.
So we're going down the
She gets
hallway.
nervous when there's people in the kitchen.
Yes.
When you start dinners.
Going down the hallway. Okay, and we're. Oh, and she sees room service is coming.
Yes, good girl. Yes, good girl.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Here she is.
Here she goes. And that water we keep, and we fill that with nice clean water and keep it there so it's easy to refill. Enjoy your dinner, Pips. So they just got their dinner basically at 5 o'clock. And following dinner, we go for a walk. Their last real walk of the day, which is coming up next. Okay, it's about 5:15 and we're gonna do our evening walk, our after dinner stroll. So we're all set up again, ready to go. Bentley, wait. Release. Okay, this is the evening walk. This way. After dinner. And Miss Pippi gets service again. Come on, little guy. No lizards in there. Okay, and out the driveway and up to the left and around to the right again. Okay, good boy. And up here at the intersection, Rock Bridge, we take a right again, heading out on Meadow Lane. And across the bridge again, heading out to that intersection. And so we go to the right, Woohoo! We go to the right for the evening walk on the one-way Meadow Lane loop. And we continue around the curve. And here we are approaching gate 2, but what we do is we take a little detour staying inside Riven Rock. We go underneath this chain and down this little private road. This is where Pippi gets dropped off, or earlier at your convenience. So we're just walking down here parallel to Riven Rock, heading south on this little road that goes through. Over here to the right is Sean and Dory's place. You may say hello to Sean or Dory. Sean used to be in a rock and roll band when he was young. He's quite a character. And here we come to the end of that little cut through, and there's gate 1. We head to the right, staying within Riven Rock, and now we're on Rock Bridge again. Rock Bridge starts here and heads down here. And we're heading down Rock Bridge again. Some good pee-pee poo-poo spots. Crisscross. Car coming too. Right over here, this is a good one. Bentley usually goes. He's intrigued by another dog down there, so we're gonna let him wait. Okay. Pee-pee poo-poo time, Bentley. Here's some good spots over here, Bentley. That's the Royals entrance there. So sometimes we'll meet dogs like this, and Bentley is too interested, but we just have to try to make our way. And we do. And so now we're heading right at this little fork, continuing on Rock Bridge. That's Susie's place. Yeah, isn't this fun? Okay, good. So this is pretty typical. Bentley will do another poo-poo during our evening stroll, sometimes here in this little lavender area. He did a nice job there. Note the little teeny olives. You want to watch and make sure he doesn't eat these little olives. Pippi always is ahead of us. But we got his poo-poo, and that's the important thing. Here's Will and Sarah's place, and chickens in there. I don't think we want to disturb the chickens, but let's go check them out for fun. Okay, yeah, here we go. Come on, Bentley. This is a little convenient spot to drop our poo bag. And we're continuing on Rock Bridge, heading north. Passing Garden Lane there. And Dave and Rachel's place there. The Adams place over here. They're rarely home. It's more of a vacation house. And over this bridge, and back to our driveway and home. Whoops. He's hunting for lizards. Come on, little friend. Bentley, come on. Come on. Come on, little guy. Let's go. This way. Okay. If I start running like I just did there, whenever you do that, he comes right along. He loves to go for a little run, so that's always a good trick. And we're home after our evening stroll. And Rebecca takes a couple of cookies after the walk, puts them in her left hand. Okay, gives one to Pippi first. And then gets the high five, yeah.
And then you separate them because he sometimes will eat it fast and then she eats slower and then he'll want to take her stuff. So
And he's watching. Okay.
Good.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, it's about 8 o'clock and we've just done our walk around the pond, last pee-pee break for the night. We check the back doors, make sure they're locked, and now we're going to big boy bedroom. Come on, Pips. We get excited when we go to big boy bedroom. Yes. Okay, guys. And we turned our temperature up. We turned it to 77, cooling at 77. So it's a little cooler. I mean, we let it be warm during the night. Okay, big boy bedroom, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Good boy, good girl. Come on. Yes, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Shh. Shh. Come on, guys. Let's go. Bentley, come on. Pippi, come on. Come on. Let's go. There you go. Let's go. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Into the big boy bedroom. Very good. Let me shut the door. Okay, guys. Let's get in our beds. Pippi, good girl. Pippi's in her bed. Very good. Good girl. Sweet dreams, little bird. Sweet dreams. Good girl. Okay, big boy. Go ahead and get your bedroom. Go on. There you go. Very good. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, good boy. Night, night. Night, night. And that's the bedtime ritual, big boy bedroom. Okay, so after big boy bedroom, after they go to bed at 8, I usually brush my teeth and stuff and then go back and work or do other things for an hour or whatever, and then come back to bed. So that's the ritual. So here in the master bedroom, we typically turn down the cooling temperature to 72 right before bed, like it a little cooler. And then again in the morning when we wake up, we turn it up to 75, 76, let it just sit that way during the day. It's been warm lately, and so we end up using the AC. Okay, let's say there's a power outage, and there may be a power outage. We're by the little lawn area, and in here is the generator. So this baby is a big Generac generator. You don't have to do anything to it, just know that this is where it is. Green light means it's working properly. And by the way, every Wednesday around noon, it tests itself for about 5 minutes, so you may hear that. But if there is a power outage, I'll tell you what to do. So if there's a power outage, that generator powers only a part of the house, basically the kitchen, refrigerator, lighting, a few outlets in here. So this is your hangout place. But you'll lose TV, you'll lose cable, you'll lose internet, and so on. When it comes back on, when the power comes back on and the generator shuts off, you'll want to restart the internet. And so to do that, you go in the garage and you head in the garage over to these cabinets at the end. And this is where the modem is and stuff. And so there's the modem and it's working. And so what you'll do is you'll open this thing and you'll grab the modem and the power cord, which is this one right here. You'll pull that one this one at the bottom. You'll pull that out, count to 30 seconds, and then put it back in. Okay, and that's it. You just put the modem back in position. And the other thing you need to do is actually do this first, okay? Reverse order. Before you do the modem, do this. This is like the backup power supply. You press that button in, and right now it's on already, so it's showing it's on. But basically it'll be off. This is a power backup battery. It will have drained. And so you'll push that for about 2 seconds. It'll turn on, power will come on. You'll do the modem thing for 30 seconds. Okay, so that's how you reset the internet. Nothing else should be required. I say nothing else should be required in the garage, but up in this cabinet up here is another one of these backup power unit things, and Sonos audio, blah, blah, blah. So you gotta press that button up there. I'm not quite tall enough. I use a ruler, press it in for 2 seconds. This battery will start up again. So you gotta do that after you've done the garage steps. To do after a power outage is go to these 2 ADT alarm units, because the battery will have worn down probably, and they'll be beeping, and Pippi hates the beeping. And so you do star, disarm, the code, which is 6969, star. No, I'm sorry. You do disarm, 6969, and then star. Okay? So that should stop the beeping on these things. Good luck with that. Okay, you can see the pool cover is in place, and we'll probably leave it in place, but invite you to open it when you wish for aesthetic reasons or to enjoy the hot tub, which I'll cover in a little bit. However, if you see rain in the forecast, then you need to put the pumps out on the cover. And the pumps are right over here in front of the cabana. 2 pumps, hoses, electrical, everything is set up. I'm gonna leave it set up, meaning the electrical is plugged in, the wire's plugged in, so everything should work. But I'm gonna show you how to put the pumps on top of the cover. What you'll do is you'll take each of the pumps and carry the hose so it doesn't pull on this little connection point. And you'll put one of the pumps over here, stage it ready to go on. Sort of hold the hose so it doesn't pull. And then pause for a moment. What we do is we take the pump, the pump, and we just gently put it onto the surface. And then I use this multi-tool here and push the pump, holding the hose and sort of, again, not putting any strain on it, out into the middle a little bit, around there. That's fine. I'm not going to do the other one, but you do the same thing with the other pump. You just make sure the hoses and electrical are not kinked, and that's all there is to it. Putting 2 pumps, in the middle, out here on the cover, prepares you for rain if there's rain in the forecast. You can leave them there the whole time if you wish, not worry about it, or take them off, set them over here where they were, and open the cover. Pause. So just so you know, these 2 hoses, they snake over this little hedge and down into that trough sort of area over there. You don't need to worry about it, but that's where they go, where the water goes. Okay, we're standing at the far end of the pool, and we want to use the hot tub. So we got to open the pool cover. So we go down this little path here. Take a left here. This is toward the cabana back door. And there is the control key. Okay? Cover, uncover. Pretty simple. You do it twice though. You turn it once toward uncover and then again, and it starts. And Rebecca's going to show you the pool cover opening. And I just hold it down. You can pause, I think. Come over. Go ahead and start it.
It's starting. Right.
Okay, and so I stop it right there before the end. And if it closes all the way,
You want to stop it right
too,
here.
But I tend to like to just stop it right there. So Pause. Okay, and so here's your hot tub down here. I'm not going to show you how to heat the whole pool just because it takes too long. But you may get in there. It's cool. So the hot tub is perfectly, beautifully clean today. Some days you may need to clean it out using this same tool. It's pretty self-explanatory. You just use this net thing and get out any leaves that are in the area around it. But nice and clean today. So then we go back up to the kitchen where the control is. Okay, we're heading back in to get our hot tub ready. And here's the display right here, okay? It's actually in the correct position right now, equipment on, off, but it may not be. It may be somewhere else, like there. And so always just touch this back done button first, click it, and there. It'll always get you to that equipment on, off. As soon as it's there, you select that. Okay, now you're looking at all the options you can turn on and off, okay? So the first thing you do is you turn your spa on. Turn spa on. Spa will turn on after a delay. It takes about 30 seconds, so we're gonna wait 30 seconds. Okay, it's been 30 seconds, and you may notice the filter pump is on, the spa is on, and now what we wanna do is turn the, gotta hit equipment on, off again. Click, get back to that list. Use the down arrow. We're gonna go down to spa heat. Spa heat. Turn it on by clicking this button. It's set for 100 degrees, which is perfect. Click on. And now the spa heat is on. The red light indicates that the heat is on. It takes maybe 15, 20 minutes to heat up to 100 degrees. And it's heating up right now. And while you guys may like bubbles and blower, Rebecca and I tend to just like it like a bath, so we leave it like this. But it's easy to just click down to air blower and turn that on. Okay, air blower is on for 30 minutes in case you forget or something, but it's on. I'm gonna show you what that looks like. Okay, so that's the air blower. Everything's beautiful. Okay, so now you finished your hot tub, you've enjoyed that, you're done. Don't forget to turn it off. What you gotta do is come back up here to the kitchen, hit that just to get back to equipment on, off, your equipment on, off. And you will turn off the air blower first, if it's on. So it's now off. And then you will turn off the heat second, okay, reverse order. The heat is off, okay? And now you will go up to the spa. You don't have to wait 30 seconds. You just go up to the spa and turn it off. And it automatically adjusts and manages the cool down, okay? So the spa will turn off in about 30 seconds. Actually, it takes longer than 30 seconds for the spa to turn off. You see that filter pump is still waiting for the heater cool down to complete itself. Okay, so now you can see the spa is off and the spa heat is off, the light is off, the filter pump is on. The filter pump does its own thing, don't worry about that, okay? The pool, the air temperatures, they're not accurate, although it is 83 degrees today. So that's your, and you'll see the filter pump is on, the pond is on. The pond is on 23 hours a day. It turns off around 3 a.m. for an hour or two. So don't worry about this thing, except to turn on and off the hot tub, as I've just explained. In the very unlikely event that this thing starts beeping underneath the sink, it means that there's a little bit of water that's collected. And what happens is, if we don't keep that clean and dry there, sometimes it'll seep down behind or maybe right there and activate this little thing. No big deal, you gotta take the battery out and reset it. One more thing that Bentley can help you with. Occasionally there will be packages, probably not too many while you guys are here, but UPS, Amazon, etc. They leave them out there typically, sometimes right here by the door. Just bring them in and put them in a pile, please. Today it was so warm. It was 80 something degrees today. And when it gets that hot air temperature, the asphalt is too hot. 78 degree air temperature is equal to 120 degrees asphalt temperature in the afternoon. So too hot for their little paws. So we didn't do a walk this afternoon. I took Bentley around back on Ivy Lane into the shadows, and we walk around the yard here. And so as long as you're in the shade, it's cool. And there's actually some areas. Ivy Lane is straight out front and to the left. It's just a dead end, but it's cool and shadowed. So that's what we did today for our walk. The lighting controls for the outdoor lights all around the whole house, front and back, are right here. So off and on for all the lights by this back door, kitchen door. And there's another panel right here to the right side of the entrance that controls the outside lights. And this one in the corner of the bedroom, that also controls. So all three do the same thing. This is where I'll turn them off at night when I go to bed. We'll usually just turn them on. 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. or whatever when it starts to get dark. Okay, right outside the kitchen door here, we have a nice little seating area and this umbrella. And you can leave it up as long as it doesn't get too windy. But if it gets too windy, you may want to take it down. And so to do that, you work these controls here. And Rebecca's going to hold the phone while Okay, so you put it on unlock here and then close here. First thing you do is open it there. Okay? And then go close and look at the umbrella. See, it's coming down. You take it down to about that spot above this level here. And then right here, check it out. You pull that out and lift this up, okay, and then pull back. And then what you do is you swing this 90 degrees around like that. Okay, so now it's 90 degrees and this will fit right back in like so. And then you continue closing. You guide this around behind the furniture here, right here. Guide that behind the furniture. And down, good. And once it's down and closed, and you put this in position, lock it down, and then you hug this like a big bear. Use the straps, tie it down, come over here, and voila! You're now safe for a windy, rainy night. Okay, it's time to check the mail. In here we have, here we go, these keys with this little thing are the mail keys. Let's go check. Okay, I don't think there'll be any mail because it's too early. No mail. That's all there is to that.